Okay, dojo friends, here's another sword review. This was one of two swords that I bought from RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia. This one was a pre-order that I got from a few months ago that finally came in a couple weeks ago from Scott. Scott Takahashi designed this one, so it's really a light matte cutter. It's beautiful. I've already cut with it, as you can see in the back over there. There's a bunch of tatami mats when I cut early this morning. This is a SKS5 katana, so that's a really interesting steel, which we'll talk about in a moment. I think that Scott named this, or someone named it Whirlwind, because it's a very light cutter. So let's go through the different parts here. Again, with these Cloudhammer swords, you notice this beautiful black leather wrap. The ito is really tight, it's immovable, and this is one of the top quality parts of Cloudhammer is their wrapping. You can't move it, and most budget swords you can move easily with cotton, and this one is really good quality. It's just that dark black leather. You'll notice this Riko hourglass shaped suka here, so it's not wide all the way, it's thin here. It has a waist to it and then it tapers out, which is really good for gripping, especially if you have smaller hands. Kashira has this cast kind of basket weave here. It's just a plain black. The wrapping is very tight on the kashira. There's a tiny bit of a lip here, so that's something that in the future they could probably fix. I would say maybe if they hammered that down a little bit or used a slightly wider wrap, this little ledge here would disappear. Now if you have rough hands like me, which are all calloused, this doesn't bother me at all, but it might bother someone with a sensitive hand. Those lips though are so minor, it's not going to hurt anybody. Underneath the leather wrapping, you can see it has real samegawa there, so that's real, which is kind of nice. Small dimpling, no emperor nodes or anything, but I can see the difference in the dimpling. The manuki looks like to be a kongo, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like a diamond thunderbolt vajra under here. The length of the handle is 10.5 inches, which is pretty standard, and I think that the blade length is 27.5. So again, this is a bit on the shorter end. Fuchi is that same black basket design to match the kashira. The suba guard here you can see is a mokogata shape, so it's kind of this four-lobed shape. Very interesting looking. This is an owari tsukashi lightweight open design suba, so you can see all that stuff is carved out to make this super lightweight. This type of suba guard design goes way back to the mid-Muromachi period, and again it's called owari tsukashi. Very lightweight, but still will protect your hands. I'm told that the kojiri, the kurigata, and the koiguchi are all buffalo reinforced, which is good because it makes the sai a bit stronger on the ends. It has this tier design here, tier-shaped design like the last one that I showed, which is really good for not showing your fingerprints or scuff marks. So it looks like raindrops are falling on there. It looks like a wet saya. It's your typical saya that fits most of these swords here. You can see the habaki here is copper, and the seppa on both sides are also copper as well. Standard black kurigata. The shitodome here are glued in, which is nice, and the sageo is probably some sort of synthetic silk here. This is a standard sageo in the presentation knot. So let's take a look at the blade. What's cool about this SKS5 tool steel is that it's a modern steel. It's extremely strong. I think that the steel itself is made in Japan and is typically used for dies and cutting edges. Now I'm told that the hardness slightly surpasses even S5, but it's not as durable with impact or wear resistance. What the beauty of this SKS5 is you can actually heat temper it and get this beautiful hamon line on here. So unlike many types of tool steels, this one can be kind of decorated a little bit and differential hardened. And again, this is a 27.5 inch blade, and all the way down to the kasaki there. There is no yokote line on here, and there is no bohi. Just the shinogi all the way down to the ha, and it does have a really good edge on it. Another thing I like about the saya is the scabbard is quite thin. It's not your typical wide saya, so it's very thin, which makes it even more comfortable to hold on to in the hand. So what do you all think of this Whirlwind sword? I really like it. I like that the SKS5 tool steel is very, very strong, holds an edge very well. I like the Sakashi light Suba here. I love the black wrap. That to me is the most attractive thing about these Cloudhammer swords, because I have so many swords that you kind of get tired of the cotton wrap that frays. And I have other swords that are this price point. This one's around $475, somewhere around there. It's not a cheap sword. You're paying for the custom design as well as the tool steel. They didn't make very many of these. My guess is that Cloudhammer will make a second run. So if you want to head over to RVA Katana or the Cloudhammer website, you may be able to pre-order these in the next couple of months. But I have a feeling these are going to sell fast. What I'll do next is I'm going to attach the video, which you can see the destruction back there, of some cutting with this I did this morning, and I'll just attach it to the end of this video so that you can see how it performs. Having already cut with it, I know that it's lightweight, it's easy to maneuver if you're a bit smaller, with that shorter 27.5-inch blade and the 10.5-inch handle. I think that the name is apropos to name it Whirlwind because it's a very light cutter for soft targets, and it went through them like butter. So there you go, everybody. There's that review of this nice sword here. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe, pass it around. Click on get all notifications so that you make sure you get all of these videos. Hope you enjoy the cutting. I'll see you soon on the next sword review video. This is Todd Norcross. Have a great day or night wherever you live. Bye-bye. It's a nice cutter.